start today. Let's start with a nice light jog. Hopefully there's enough lighting. You all can see me. Nice light jog here. Go ahead and take it to some butt kicks, drawing your heels up towards your glutes. That's perfect, thank you. Nice sunlight. Open that one too if you want. All right, take it to the same arm, same leg, reach long in opposite directions. Nice long stretch all along the side body. All right, draw that arm across the body, still reaching, same arm, same leg. One more on each side. Draw the leg up and over to a side lunge. Hi! You might see some people walking by. Let's do one more on each side. I probably should have warned them if they walk by. Come on down to a low, wide squat. Feel wide in your hips, toes turn out, arms out to a T. Bend and extend the knees, chest stays nice and lifted. Warming up those inner and outer thighs. So just a set of medium to heavy weights for today. On the next one, hold the knees, bent tiny circles with your arms. And reverse. Tiny circles. Reach down, tap towards the opposite inside ankle, calf, knee. One more on each side. All right, hold to bend the knees, hinge forward at your waist. Give yourself a nice big hug. Squeeze your shoulders as you lift your arms up towards the ceiling. A few more. All right, roll the shoulders up, roll them back, roll them forward. Shake out anything else that you might need to. Grab some water. This is my drinking water. I'm using water bottles today for weights. First, we have a goblet squat. So you can use one between your palms or two weights, feet wide in your hips, toes turned out, arms down by your side. We're gonna reach down and lift up. You still got 7 seconds. We've got 60 seconds on. You can keep doing it if you want, Brandon. All right, here we go. That timer has begun. Goblet squats. So your feet are wider than your hips, toes are turned outwards. Reaching one or two weights down towards the floor. Either one weight in each hand. Bringing those weights close together or one between your palms. Firing at those inner and outer thighs. Working those outer glutes. Keep it going. Slightly hinge forward as you reach down. Keep the arms nice and long. You're more than halfway there. 60 seconds on for our strength. Then we'll have a 20-second stretch for that muscle group that we just worked. We've got 3 times, so then we're moving on to a brand new move. Keep it going. That's it. You got 5. We have a gorilla stretch coming up next. Set your weights down gently, walk your feet in, reach for your toes, reach towards the floor. You can place your hands under your toes. Maybe bend and extend the knees. You got 10 more seconds here. We've got round 2 coming up next. Last 2 and 1. Gently rise up, grab those weights. Feet wide in your hips, toes turned out, weights between your palms. Gorilla squat and lift. This is round 2 of 3. Going slightly hinge forward. With the hinge forward, we're targeting those glutes. If you'd like more of a quad and hamstring stretch, you can keep your shoulders stacked over your hips as you come down or slightly hinge forward. You can even alternate upright and forward. 25 more seconds. Round 2, so strong. You've got this. Keep it going. Very nice. Goblet squats. Last 10 seconds. We have those gorilla stretches coming up next. You've got it. Stay with it. All right. Drop those weights down gently. Ooh. Place your hands under your toes. Slightly bend and extend your knees. 10 more seconds here. Stay with it. All right, last round here. Grab those weights, gently rise back up to standing. I think you guys lost the music here. All right, round 2, beautiful. What's going on with my music? Here we go. My goodness. All right, you've got 37 more seconds here. Last round. Now, all these moves, we're doing them 3 times through with that active stretch. After our 8th round, we're gonna run through all these really quick, 30 seconds each, no break. Then we're gonna stretch everything at the very end. Goblet squats, you got 15 more seconds. Toe reach hold. Maybe coming into gorilla, bringing your hands under your feet for that stretch in 5. Last 3, 2, and 1. Gently set the weights down. Hands under your feet. Reach your hands towards your toe, let your neck hang nice and loose. We're grabbing those weights, 1 weight in each hand, alternating single leg kickstand deadlift coming up in 5. Last 2. Gently rise up, grab 1 weight in each hand, alternating right foot forward, left foot steps back. Single leg deadlift and switch. This is option 1. So you're alternating right foot forward, left foot steps back on the ball of your foot. If you want to add more heat to the core, you can make it a kickstand, stepping that leg back, kicking it back. Keep your hips square so that back foot can stay planted on the floor, or you're welcome to lift that foot straight back. Relax your shoulders down from your ears. Keep your back nice and flat. You're gliding that weight down the front of your shin. Stay with it. Going. Last 3, 2. Gently bring the weights down. Grab the foot behind you with your right hand. Gently hold on to that foot. You can pull that leg back or keep your knee in line. You're also welcome to hinge forward. We'll do 2 on the right, 2 on the left. 5 more seconds here. We're grabbing that weight. Round 2. Gently release the foot down. Grab those weights. Alternating single leg deadlift. If you want, you can add that kickstand. How are those 15s doing? So I'm at the beach with some friends. Everybody was teasing me for using small weights. So one of our friends had 15 weights. So my dear friend here was giving me a hard time about using water bottles. And he swapped down to 1 weight. Again, remember that you can also kick that leg back for that kickstand if you want more of a core challenge here. If you find that you're losing your balance, you're a little wobbly, just keep that foot down. That's perfectly fine. Think about pressing that hip back towards that wall behind you. So it's not a deeper bend in that front knee. It's a deeper bend in that back knee and pressing your hips back. You've got 3 more seconds. We're going to grab that left foot behind us. Set the weights down. Grab your left foot. Reach it back. Holding here and breathing. You can keep your knees in line. Whoop. You can also hinge forward, kick that leg back. Round 3 coming up in 4. All right, gently release that left leg down. Grab those weights, 1 weight in each hand. Alternating single leg deadlift. You can make it a kickstand deadlift where you lift that back leg up, making sure to keep your hips in line. There's a wall behind me. Whoop. Keep it going. If you lose your balance, that's okay. Just come back into it. We're all in this together. You got 35 more seconds. Shoulders pulled up and back. Your back remains flat, so avoid rounding or arching your spine. The goal here is not to see how far you can reach your weight, your water bottles towards your ankle. It's how far you can go without using your upper body. It's all lower body and abs here. 10 more seconds. Final stretch. We'll do 10 seconds on the right, 10 seconds on the left. All right, set the weights down. Grab that right foot quickly. Hold it or pull it back. We're switching sides in 3, 2, and 1. Right foot down, left foot behind you. All right, we're gonna come to kneeling. Last 2 and 1. Go ahead and come down to a kneeling stance. One weight in each hand, palms facing out by your side. We're gonna lean back as we lift the arms. Bring the arms back down. Go ahead and use those 15s. Palms facing up. Stay with it. Now you can have your top shoelace portion of your feet on the floor. You can also tuck your toes. So this is working the core, your shoulders, and your biceps. Stay with it. Do you want a seltzer? All right, we've got a stretch coming up in less than 15 seconds here. As you lean back, try to keep the crown of your head from your knees in a straight line. Use the core. All right, so go ahead and come on down to the floor. Tuck your knees. We're gonna press up and push. So it's a stretch, but it's an active stretch. Bent elbow, tricep push-up. The top shoelace portion of your knees, almost said feet, are on the floor. All right, come on up. Come back to your kneeling stance. You can also do this from standing if you want to take out the core work. Palms facing up. Lean back. Gently rise up. Great workout for those quads. Now, if this hurts your back when you lean back, just have the focus be on the arms and your shoulders. Raise and lower. Things slow and controlled so you can take out that leaning back if you're standing or if it's just not working for you this round. If you are kneeling, as you lean back, you're adding that arm raise and lower. Bring it back together. You've got 15 more seconds. Keep it going. Lean back and rise. You got 5, 2, and 1. Set those weights down. Gently come back to your tricep push-up. Bend the elbows. Hold it here. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Gently press up. All right, third and final round right here. Grab those weights, one weight in each hand. Lean back, forward raise, and lower. Remember, option to tuck your toes or keep the top shoelace portion of your foot or your shoe on the floor. Lean back, arms raise and lower. Keep going. That's it. Keep it going. Lift and lower. You've got 15 more seconds here. Keep those shoulders stacked over your hips. So even if you're leaning, the crown of your head toward your knees, those shoulders are in line with your hips. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Set the weights down. And back onto that tricep. We're going to come back to standing next. I want you to hold that tricep for 10, 9, 8. We've got gorilla rows next. So you can use one weight or 2. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently come on up. Come back to standing. One way or 2. Come back to that wide stance. Feet widen your hips, soft bend your knees, hinge forward at your waist. Row it up, release, and row, release. Bring that weight, your wrist, up towards your chest, maybe your rib cage. Keep it going. Gorilla rows. Keep that bend in the knees. You're halfway there, round one right here. We have a cross-body stretch coming up next. Reach and row. By doing one arm at a time, it really gets you to row up super high. You've got 12 more seconds. Stay with it. Keep it going. You've got it. Looking so strong all across the screen for 3, 2, and 1. Set the weights down. Rise up. Cross your right arm over your body. Gently pulling your right forearm with your left wrist. Open and switch. Left arm across the body. Holding and breathing. Round 2 coming up in 3, 2. Release down, shake it out, grab those weights, hinge forward, row and release. Keeping that palm facing in towards your body. Really drawing that thumb up toward your chest, your rib cage, maybe past your rib cage. Think about trying to elbow somebody off of your back. That's it. Neck is in neutral spine, so where your body is hinged, your gaze is just down forward. You got 30 more seconds. Row, release. You've got it. Stay with it. 20 more seconds. You got it, Brandon. That's it. Last 12. Round 2. Coming to an end right here in 5. That's 3, 2, and 1. Set the weights down. Cross your right arm over. Let's do 20-second stretch with the right arm. Third round, we'll do 20-second stretch with just the left arm. So we're not going to switch sides on this stretch. We're going to be on the floor after this. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Release that circle at your wrist. Grab those weights. Here we go. Row, release. If you're using one weight, it's a gentle handoff, right to left, left to right. If you're using 2 weights, same concept. You're just not passing that weight. Keep it going. You all look fantastic. Great focus. All right, you're more than halfway there. Don't stop now. Whatever you do, just keep moving. Slow it down as much as you need to. We're not going for speed on any of these here. Last 12. Yes, you can. You've got 7. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lay the weights down gently. Crossing your left arm over the right. We're going to come onto the floor on our back, grabbing one weight in your right hand. We're going to reach up towards our left toe, so a single leg reach and tap. You can also stay standing and reaching right arm to left foot, or come on down to the floor, laying down, right arm overhead, left hand by your side, reach up, right arm to left toes. Reach and extend. Crunch it up. Just the right arm and left leg. Let me see if I can do this. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Reach and stretch. That's it. You've got 22 more seconds. Remember, you can also do this from standing. Oh my goodness. A lot harder with the heavier weight. Whew. All right. That's it. You got 3, 2, and 1. Set that weight down. Reach your arms overhead, toes long, tiny arch in your back. Nice long stretch. If you're standing, reach your arms overhead, create a tiny arch in your back. Squeeze your glutes. And then release, releasing everything. All right, grab that weight in your left hand this time. We're gonna work that left arm, right leg, extend and crunch. Now you can keep your head Neck and shoulders flat on the floor. You can also lift them up without using your right arm. So if you notice that you're pushing off your right arm, bring your right palm up towards the ceiling. You can also do this from standing. Same thing, left arm up. You got 25 more seconds, keep it going. That's it. Reach and crunch. You got 12. Stay with it. Last 5, 3, 2. Gently set your weight down. Come to a bridge, bend your knees. Lift your hips. If you're standing, draw your hands to your lower back. You can also bind your hands. Come into a back bend. Gaze up. We're going to lean back further. All right, third round. We're going to alternate that weight in your right hand, that weight in your left hand. So opposite hand, opposite foot. Now, please, please, please don't drop that weight overhead. If you want to add more heat to the core, if this isn't enough burn for you, I challenge you to hover that non-lifted leg. So leg that's on the floor, just hover it. You've got 35 seconds. Stay with it. Keep going. You all look fantastic. So strong. Power through to the very end. Last 20. Maybe lift that bottom leg. Just like scissor kicks. Wide leg scissor kicks for 5. Option to do a bridge or just a tiny back bend. All right, set that weight down. You can reach overhead, tiny back bend, or draw your heels in towards your hips, lifting your hips, keeping your shoulders in towards the floor. We're gonna grab those heavy weights. I'll give you back this. We got glute bridges. All right, we're gonna grab 2 weights, 1 weight on each hip. Please, please, please hold them there. Zip your legs together. Ankles, calves, knees, thighs, zip together. Glute bridge, lift and lower. Squeezing those glutes. Imagine there's a piece of paper between your thighs. You want to keep it there. Squeezing everything in one long line. Keep your shoulders pressed in towards the floor. Just lifting your hips and lowering. Stay with it. If you don't want to come onto the floor, you can also do a wall sit, keeping your legs zipped together. Keep it going. You got 15 more seconds. Yes, you can. Lift and lower. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the weights down. Lift your right leg, cross your right ankle over your left thigh, flex your right foot, let your hips come to the right, back to center, over to the left. Figure 4, side to side stretch. And also just hold it still, right in the center. All right, come back to center, release your foot down, block your feet hip width apart and parallel. Grab those weights back onto your hips, please hold them there. Lift and lower. Shoulders stay pressed in towards the floor, your gaze is up towards the ceiling. You're also welcome to close your eyes. Just squeeze your glutes to the top, squeeze at the bottom, barely tapping down before lifting right back up again. Imagine your glutes are a sponge. You want to get all that excess water out as you lift and lower. Keep it going. We have that figure 4 stretch, hold or side to side, crossing that left ankle over the right in 20. Keep it going. Lift and lower. Maybe lifting your hips higher each time without letting your shoulders come off the floor. Avoid doing a full bridge or a wheel. The focus here is on your glutes. Lift and lower. Set the weights down. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Flex your left foot to protect your knee. Let your hips fall over to the left. Come through center, over to the right. You are also more than welcome to just hold that figure 4 stretch directly in the middle if that feels more comfortable for you. Come back through center, release your foot down. Walk your feet towards the outer edges of your mat, wider than your hips. Grab those weights, one weight on each hip. Here we go, lift and lower. Third and final round right here. Working the outermost part of your glutes. Keep it going, lift and lower. You've got it. Stay with it, don't stop now. You're about halfway here. Lift and lower. Keep it going. Maybe widening the stance. Maybe turning your toes outwards more. You can come up onto your toes. Maybe lifting your toes, coming onto your heels. You got 7 more seconds here. Stay with it. You got 3, 2, and 1. Gently lower your hips, waist off to the side. Cross your right ankle quickly over the left. You can hold there, grab the back side of your left thigh. We're going to release in 2, and 1. Gently release. Placing your right foot down, cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Keep the left foot flexed, hold it there, or grab the back side of your right thigh. You can extend or bend that leg. All right, lower your legs down, extend your legs long. One weight in each hand. We have a wide arm chest press with a leg raise and leg lower. So knuckles towards the ceiling, palms towards your toes. Now your chest press can be in sync with your leg raise. You can do a chest press and then lower and raise your legs. You can make your chest press faster or slower. You do want your leg raises to be as slow as you can. The lower your leg raises go, the more challenging it is. If you notice your lower back lifts up off the floor, or even any discomfort or pain in your lower back, don't lower your legs as far. Keep going. Last 5, 3, 2. Gently come to a butterfly, set the weights down. Butterfly your knees, soles of your feet together, arms by your side. Little snow angels here. Just bring your palms facing up, knees fall open. We've got round 2 coming up in 3, 2. Grab those weights, zip your legs, legs are long. Wide arm chest press, leg raise and lower. So your elbows are slightly lower than your shoulders, protecting those muscles. Press up, leg raise, leg lower. You can have a bend in the knees. You can have the legs straighter. Do what feels good to you in this round today. Keeping your navel pulled in toward your spine, up to the crown of your head. You've got it. 22 more seconds to go. Stay with it. You are so close. Round 2 right here. Last 12. Just keep moving. You've got 5. Last 3, 2, and 1. Come back to the snow angel, soles of your feet together. Butterfly your arms. All right, we've got one more round of this. And then in case you missed all the stretching, all the strength moves, we're going to do them one more time through. Speed round after this third round in 3, 2. Grab those weights, zip your legs together. Wide arm chest press. Leg raise, leg lower. Keep it going. Stay with it. Lift and lower. Draw your navel deep into your spine. You've got it. You're almost halfway there. The goal is not to see how far you can lower your legs. The goal is to see how slow you can lift and lower the legs. I think the slower the better. Wide arm chest press at the same speed, maybe faster, maybe slower. You can take out the chest press entirely. Draw your navel into your spine, up the crown of your head, lower back zip towards the floor. You've got 7. Stay with it for 3, 2, and 1. Snow angel. Arms overhead. We're gonna need a little breather after this. Snow angels, nice stretch. You've got 3, 2, and 1. All right, come on up. We're gonna repeat those same moves. One more time through, but we're gonna do it for 30 seconds, so speed round. So we'll do it, let's see here. Have a sip of water. I have it set to a minute. We want 30 seconds. Just in case you guys completely missed all of those moves and want to do them again, here's your opportunity. All right, you guys are like, yay. All right, grab those weights. We've got those goblet squats to start. 30 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, wide stance. Give me those goblet squats. Remember your options. If you want more glute work, add that hinge forward. If you want more of the quad and hamstring work, stay upright. So again, hinging forward versus staying upright. Toes turned out. You already got 10 seconds to go. Kickstand deadlift. Alternating right and left. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, right into it. Kickstand deadlift. Imagine you're trying to press that front knee, this hip, back to the wall behind you. You're trying to touch that hip towards the wall behind you and then switch. You're more than halfway there. We're going to come to that kneeling stance as we hinge our upper body back. Palms facing up, raise and lower in 3, 2, and 1. Come on down forward. You can also stay standing. Lift and lower. We'll run through all the stretches as well. One more time through. Lean back. You can also take out the lean back and just raise and lower the arms. We have gorilla rows next in 5, 3. Quickly come on up. Wide mat stance. Alternating rows. Keep it going. Row and release. After this, you are on the floor. Keep it going. You got 10 more seconds. Stay with it. Last 5, 2, and 1. Come on down to the floor. We're going to do 30 seconds with the right hand, left leg. Reach and crunch. Reach and crunch. 30 seconds, right arm, left leg. 30 seconds, left arm, right leg. Stay with it. You got 12 seconds. Reach. You've got 5. Last 2. All right, quickly switch. Weights in your left hand. Left hand to right foot. Try not to push off of that right hand. Remember, if you want to add more heat to the core, hover that non-working leg, that left leg. Stay with it. You got 10 more seconds. That's it. We've got 3 rounds of glute bridges coming up next. Bend your knees, bring your heels into your glutes, zip your legs together, weights to your hips, lift and lower. Yes, we're doing 30 seconds, leg zipped. 30 seconds, hip width apart, parallel. And 30 seconds with our feet wider than our hips. Lots of glute bridges here. Keep the core engaged. Lift and lower. You got 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hips. Walk your feet hip width apart. Toes facing towards the bottom of your mat, opposite the crown of your head. Squeeze your glutes. Lift and lower. I see you just resting, Brandon. There's no mercy in this house. I think there's like 11 of us in this house for this week. Maybe I can get everyone in on a class. Keep it going. We're going to widen that stance now. Lower your hips. Feet widen your hips. Toes turned out. Lift and lower. You got less than a minute of work here. Squeeze your glutes to the top. Lift and lower. Keep those weights on your hips. Lift and lower. You got 8. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your legs out long. Elbows to your side. Zip leg raise and lower. With that chest press, you can always take out that chest press if you'd like. Remember, the lower your legs are, the more challenging it is. But if that lower back lifts up off the floor, any bit of air, space, or light can get between your lower back and that floor, don't lower your legs so far. You've got 5. That's 3, 2, and 1. Set those weights down. Come on up, back to our standing position. We're gonna run through all those stretches one more time. Bring our heart rate weight down. That was really hard to say. All right, feet are hip width apart and parallel. We're just gonna reach for our toes. Keep your back nice and flat. So your hands, I said toes initially, but keep your hands towards your shins. Maybe just hovering in space or on those weights. Hold it here for one more breath. Let's turn that buzzer off. All right, on your next exhale, fold forward all the way down. Let your neck hang nice and loose. You can bring your hands to your shins, to your thighs, avoiding your knees, down to the floor. If you would like, you can also place your palms facing up under the soles of your feet for gorilla. You can bend and extend your knees. Just letting your neck hang nice and loose. Got a nice long recovery here. You can keep the knees bent. You can also try straightening them, see how that feels. Just letting your neck hang nice and loose here. All right. Gently rise on up. Draw your right heel in towards your glute. You can hold on to a ledge or a wall if you need to help your balance with your left hand. You can keep your knees in line, or you can draw that knee back, maybe hinging forward if you want, feeling the opening in your right hip and your right quad. Hold it here for one more breath. Gently release your right foot down. Circle out your right ankle. Switch directions. And then draw your left heel in towards your left glute. Maybe keeping your left knee in line. You can also hold on to a wall or ledge like I'm doing. If you want, you can hinge forward. Nice chest and shoulder stretch here if you are hinging forward. Gently rise up. Circle out that left ankle. Switch directions. Cross your right arm across your body, gently pulling your right arm with your left wrist in towards your left shoulder, avoiding your wrist and your elbow. Open and switch. Left arm gently across your body, just gently pulling your left forearm in towards your right shoulder. Gently release your bind, circle out your wrist. Reach your arms up high overhead, clasp your hands, bring your palms facing out, and then side bend over to the right, bump your hips to the left. Come back through center, side bend over to left, bump your hips to the right. One more time each side, come back through center, over to the right. Through center, over to the left. Gently rise up, forward fold, round your spine, trying to press your palms further away in front of you. Come back through center, arms overhead. Release your bind. Bring your hands to your lower back, fingertips towards your glutes, or you can bind your hands, pulling your arms straight back, thumbs towards your heels. You can gaze up, look up. You can continue with your back bend. Open up your chest and shoulders. Wherever you are, hold it for one more breath. Gently bring your gaze forward, release your body, your hands from your hips, circle out your wrist. Left leg is your base, lift your right knee, flex your right foot, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Coming to a standing figure 4, you're welcome to keep your chest upright. You can hold on to a bar or a ledge. You can gently come down, maybe bring your hands to heart center, arms out to a T, maybe challenging your balance. I'm trying the camera towards you. You can gently press your right knee away from your body, seeing how that feels on this side. Here for one more breath. You're on camera, smile.
What?
Release your right foot, circle out your right ankle. Lift your left knee high, right leg is your base. Don't block out your right knee. Flex your left foot, protect your left knee. Cross it over your right ankle. You're welcome to stay here. You can do any variation of arm movements to challenge your balance. You can also sit down low. You can reach your hands towards the floor or to a weight. You can gently press that left knee away from your body. Taking note of how this feels on this side as opposed to the other side. I love the balancing. Gently rise up, circle out that left ankle, switch directions. Nice big inhale. This is our air snow angels. One more. Fantastic work today. Thank you all so very much for joining.